yeah.
Speaking of not
That's
telling your
crazy.
parents things until they're older or you're older, you've got a really unique way of playing hooky at school.
Hooky.
Hooky, like skipping school. Do you not say that
Oh
here?
my God. I
does
never
that mean?
know. I never
Hooky,
knew
like
what hooky
skipping
was.
school.
Like skiving.
Yeah.
Yeah, skiving is what, yeah. Yes. I would like to put a disclaimer on this that like I did not skive school until at least my... It started at the end of my 5th year.
Oh, so that you would have done all your exams and stuff,
No, this was before my exams. And the
okay.
reason why, though, because I was like... My parents are very like... They don't need me to attend school if they know that I'm going to pass my exams and do well. So like it was very much at that time, it was like the argument was they're wasting my time in school. And I've always been of this like attitude, like this has even creeped up like while I've been doing professional exams, and I'd be like, you're wasting my time, I'm not coming in. And they were like, we're paid to teach you. And I was like, I'm not fucking paid to learn from you, bitch.
I'm not paid to learn from you.
But no, so, and my dad was always like, if you think you're going to get more work done at home and if you feel like you know, and he's always been like of the camp where he's like, you know what you need to learn more and like what your areas of like where you struggle. So he had no like issues with me taking time off when I was revising. However, that creeped up to my entire 6th year. That attitude did not leave. And it actually got worse. And my dad basically moved down in my 6th year because we were transitioning from Scotland to Brighton, and he moved down, and he had to kind of like, in the way the NHS works is like they advertise for like a consultant in a certain hospital, and like as and when that advertisement comes up, like you kind of go for it. Like so my dad went for a hospital near Brighton and he picked that one, and like so he had to move down a lot earlier than we did, and it was basically me, my mum and my brother. So basically me and 2 fucktards left in Scotland. And my mum, like, you know, she's a very smart lady. I don't know where it went wrong. Because either she was turning a blind eye or, you know, like, she never actually suspected a thing. I don't know. But basically, there would be days where, like, I would just come downstairs and she'd be like, you not got school today, Freya? It's a Tuesday. And I'm like, nah, 3 periods. And she'd be like, fair enough.
Oh, that's literally what happened to me as well. Yeah, like, my parents never questioned.
When you were home.
No, but
Yeah.
I mean, to the point where, like, I don't think my entire education anybody knew what I was doing. I didn't know what I was doing either. Like,
I still don't know what I'm doing.
Nobody knew what was happening.
I think my dad's of a different, like, he would not have let that, like, he would not have let that go.
That's
like,
funny.
Because, I mean, also you got to remember that like, my dad was very much like, if you need to revise, like, fair enough. But, like, I don't think that would have cut it in the first term.
Yeah.
When there's no exams, like, the first month.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, what are you studying for? And I'm like, I don't know.
I just like being
I just
home.
like it.
I like studying.
Just like being around you.
And like my mum especially she had left the NHS. She was no longer a doctor, so she was training to become a chocolatier at this point.
Oh,
so
sick.
she was
Wow.
What a change.
I know,
That's so cool.
midlife crisis if I've ever had one. And she was just bored out of a fucking nut, to be honest, and like she just wanted, you know, someone to chat shit with, and I was happy to do that.
Oh, that's cute.
So she would, but basically, yes, I would say like, oh, should we go to the farm shop, have a little walk, and maybe a coffee and a cake? And she'd be like, that sounds lovely.
That's so nice.
So we would do that. Usually we'd have a bicker on the way. We'd make up over the cake. Then we'd come back home. And then my dad would phone and be like, how's your day gone? And I'd be like, class, learnt so much. But no, what is so funny, I think, is the point that you're alluding to so kindly, Melanie, is the fact that I forged my mum's email. So, I mean, you know, you don't just decide to not turn up to school. You have to have a plausible reason, right? And there was a hole in the system. I spotted a flaw, and I went in.
Freya's good at that.
Yeah.
A gap in the market.
A gap in the system. Yeah, and I pounced. My mum didn't have a Gmail account. Yes, you know where this is going.
So you made one.
I made one. And because she had never made a Gmail account, it was a beautiful Gmail. It was a Suzanne Brannan at gmail.com. It was lovely. It was
We'll,
so
beep out her last name.
Yeah, we might beep out that.
Beep.
Yeah, it's just gonna be a voiceover of me going beep. I'll clip this in.
But it was beautiful. And anyway, it was so flowing. It was just wonderful. And she, oh yeah, I forgot your no names policy. Sorry, I've had 2 beers. Fuck off. Give me a fucking break.
We don't care.
I speak about my mum how I want.
That's fine.
You out her, but then everyone else will get
I'm
hurt.
gonna hack into that email.
Us and all of our 98 followers.
Oh my God, I'm all 98 and so is my mum. Do you know how many fake accounts I've made for you? No, so basically, yeah, we'll beep it out. Beep it out.
Yeah.
Beep. So yeah, it was her name and at gmail.com. Beautiful, like, you know, so succinct. It was lovely. And I just was fucking like the first email I sent, you know, straight off the bat were like all of these welcome to Google Mail. And I would like go straight in and I'd be like, email my school. And I was like, Freya's got a cold. Or Freya's got gastroenteritis or whatever. Like Freya's got like diarrhea. And like it was like once a week.
Wait, did you skip school once a week?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, okay.
But that's
too
one
bad,
thing
but-
to like just.
But that's
Call
elaborate.
up and do your mom's voice or sign for
Yeah.
the signature. Because my mom taught me how to do her signature so that I would have to sign all the school stuff because she wasn't fucked. So I was like, okay, but to fucking make an email.
Yeah,
Email,
a lot of
that's
effort.
very
That's-
elaborate. I would
yeah,
shit
that's
myself to
so
do something
elaborate.
It was obviously, you know, it was.
It's very clever.
like that. No, it
Thank
literally
you.
very
shows
impressed.
the...
And I would
Initiative.
wake up in the morning. My mum sometimes
Check
as well.
your mom's email.
That's fine.
I mean, sometimes my mum would like knock on my door and she'd be like, hold on, I wonder if I could do this. A little kind of, hello, darling, are you awake? I'd be like, come on in. And she'd be like, I just wondered if you had any free periods today. And I was like, glad you asked, I've got an entire day of them. And she'd be like, do you want to go get a coffee and a cake? And I was like, I'll get dressed soon, I'll come down.
That's
just
so
got
nice.
just got something to do. Mum would be like, okay, I'll see you downstairs for a cup of tea. And I was like, yeah, nice. And then straight up, roll to my side, log into a Gmail. And they'd be like, Freya's ill.
Freya is
Freya's
fucking...
got a
It seems
migraine.
at this point she's fucking terminally ill.
Yeah.
Because you're not getting any
Yeah,
better.
I know.
Week by week, your shit is getting worse.
It was bad. I mean, they all knew. I mean, it was so obvious. But
Yeah.
I mean, so obvious, but they weren't. I mean, imagine phoning up and like confirming
That
the
you got
illness.
it.
Like, imagine if my mum actually answered the phone and she was like, yeah, she's fucking dying. Thanks for asking me at the
And I'm a
time.
doctor.
Because I actually
Yeah.
did sign it off as Dr. Beep Beep.
Really? That's so funny. Dr. Beep Beep. Beep.
But
Yeah.
did you actually have free periods ever?
Yeah, like once a week.
Once week, like literally my 6th year, I swear I barely went in at all because
Yeah.
they like the majority of our classes were few. It was like study class, and I was like, I don't fucking study. Like,
Yeah.
not because I'm smart, I just
Yeah.
don't like studying. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna hang out and watch YouTube
for
or
me,
something.
I
Sponsor us. I'm joking. I've been a loyal customer.
Oh my god, yeah. So we've got
Since high school.
YouTube, we've got Aldi's fake beer. What was the other thing we've got as well?
Calm.
What?
Calm. Calm?
Calm.
Cam.
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 Yeah,
I was like,
I was saying it like
I was like, what?